All right, thanks, guys. The Oilers take on the Lightning, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop in beautiful Tampa Bay. Now, the Lightning, they're minus 230, no surprise there. Actually, pretty expensive price point. Totals at 6. 69% are leaning Tampa Bay, 78% shaded toward the over. Right now, Edmonton is plus $1.90 on the road. Tampa Bay plus $1.15, laying the goal and a half. We're looking at a Tampa squad who's pretty good at the Amalie Arena, 18-7-2 at home. They're also currently on an 8-game winning streak, red hot right now, as they rank first in the NHL in home scoring on average per game. Edmonton on the other side, really not generating a whole lot of opportunities. They rank in the bottom 10 in offensive shots. Meanwhile, we're looking at an Oilers team who's 6-2-2 to the over in their last 10. Tampa 19-8 to the over on their home ice themselves. I'm going to lean toward the home chalk in this one. Give me Tampa Bay minus 1.5 and the over 6 goals in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines of personal leans out for Thursday's NHL action. Happy Thursday to you. The weekend is almost here. Now, before we go ahead and move on, just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where we improved to 7-4 in our last 11 crowd pleaser teasers yesterday on that website. And, to be honest with you, that's about the only thing that went well on Patreon, as we went 1-3 in our 4 premium picks. Certainly a rare occurrence, and definitely hurt. Did not feel good. Something I'm not happy about, and, other folks aren't happy about either, and they shouldn't. I definitely have to do a better job than that. Well, 1-3 is not cutting the mustard. Fortunately, we don't go 1-3 all that often, especially over the past couple of weeks. That 1-3 day, it is going to drop me to 19-5 in my last 24 extra daily picks. Now, the extra daily pick, it is a package that I offer. That's $2.99 through the end of the month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Now, I have an NBA tier package, and I'm currently 6-0 my last 6 NBA tier package plays. And the good news is I have another NBA tier package play going off tonight. So a lot of good stuff on that website. Guys, we pass around a lot of information. I give away, anywhere between 3 to 4 picks a day, but the majority of the day is a conversation in the comments section between me. Actually, it's more or less amongst the members, amongst each other, breaking down games, talking about injuries, analyzing different angles, stuff like that. It's a really spectacular website, and I'm just thrilled with it. And it has nothing to do with me. I'm just thrilled with the group of guys and ladies that are a part of it. Very intelligent, very smart cappers. There's a lot of great information over there, and we are currently over 1,100 members on that site. So it's a really strong group, great community. I look forward to hopping on my Patreon app every day, just connecting with everybody and seeing what they have to say about certain games. So anyway, we have a lot of great picks on that site, guys. Patreon.com/BrockPage. Link for that site is in the description section below. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Red Wings taking on the Devils, 7 o'clock New Jersey. The Devils are minus $1.80, totals 5.5. We saw a nickel move toward New Jersey in the early wagering. They open $1.75 up to 180, totals 5.5. 64% are leaning New Jersey, 55% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Red Wings are plus $1.60 on the money line. The Devils plus $1.40 on the puck line. We have Mackenzie Blackwood for the Devils, John Bernier for the Red Wings. Fortunately for the Red Wings, Bernier has been giving them a fighting chance, although he is just 12-15-1 on the year. But what can I say about Blackwood? He's not on a great team. New Jersey's really struggled in many different spots this year. But believe it or not, Mackenzie Blackwood, he comes into this game with a 284 goals against and a 910 save percentage. Jersey, winners of 2 out of their last 3. They also rank in the top 10 in the NHL in shots allowed at home. Now, Detroit, on the other side, they rank dead last in everything. They're also just 5-22-2 on the road. Just absolutely deplorable road record for them. Now, the Red Wings are 6-2-2 to the under in their last 10, just simply based on the fact that they can't score. Jersey, on the other side, 3-2 to the under in their last 5. Really, really tough play here, but I have to do it just because I don't think Detroit can keep it within 2 goals, but I don't think they can score enough to put it over. So I'm going to lean New Jersey -1.5 and the under 5.5 in that game. That hurts to do that. All right, next game, it is going to be Stars taking on the Leafs, 7 o'clock, Toronto. The Leafs are $1.40, totals at 6. We saw a 10-cent fade of Toronto in the early wagering. They did open $1.50 down to 140, total 6 flat. 55% are leaning Leafs, 63% shaded toward the over. Right now, Dallas is plus $1.20 on the money line. Toronto plus $1.80 on the puck line. Looks like we have Freddie Anderson listed as projected to go, but he is questionable as well. A little bit banged up, so keep an eye on Anderson. I don't think he's going to go tonight, although couple different sites say that he is the projected starter. Now, we do have Ben Bishop for Dallas. He's been awesome this year. 238 goals against, 924 save percentage. Dallas winners of their last 2 straight, 4-2 straight up in their last 6. No surprise here. They rank in the top 3 in goals allowed. They're giving up just 2.5 goals per contest. Now, Toronto on the other side, one of the worst home puck line teams in the league. Out of their 29 home games, they've covered the puck line in just 9 of them. Just 9-20 against the spread at home for the year. They rank in the bottom 10 in goals allowed at home. Total-wise, Toronto 6-3 to the over in their last 9. I'm going to lean Stars plus 1.5 and the over 6 goals in that contest. Next game, Flyers. Panthers, 7 o'clock, Florida. The Panthers are $1.25, total 6.5. We did see a nickel fade of Florida at home. They opened $1.30 down to -125, total 6.5. 54% are leaning Panthers, 63% shaded toward the over. Right now the Flyers are plus 105 on the money line. Florida plus $1.95 on the puck line. Panthers are 16-10-2 at home. They rank the top 3 in home scoring. Really, really putting up some offensive production on their home ice. Now, Philadelphia on the other side, 12-14-3 away from home. Bottom 3 in goals allowed when traveling. Now, the Flyers are 18-11 to the over when they travel. Meanwhile, Florida 21-7 to the over on their home ice. I'm going to lean Panthers -$1.25 and the over 6.5 in that contest. Next game, it is going to be Columbus taking on the Sabres, 7 o'clock, Buffalo. The Sabres open $1.10 up to -115, totals 5.5. 61% are leaning Columbus. And at the moment, the Blue Jackets are -105 as the underdog. Buffalo plus 240 on the puck line. Carter Hutton for the Sabres. Elvis Merzlikins for Columbus. Merzlikins comes into this game with a 218 goals against and a 930 save percentage. Carter Hutton on the other side for the Sabres. 318 goals against, 896 save percentage. Buffalo winners of just 3 out of their last 9 straight up. They also rank in the bottom 3 in offensive shots. Now, Columbus on the other side, winners of 7 out of their last 10. They're also 19-7 against the spread when traveling. They're currently first in goals allowed, and they're allowing just 2.4 goals per contest in that category. Now, total-wise, no real surprise here. Columbus is 4-0 to the under in their last 4. 80% to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, Buffalo 3-0 to the under in their last 3 themselves. 70% to the under in their last 10 as well. I'm going to lean toward the underdog in this one. Give me Columbus -105 and the under 5.5 in that contest. Next game, Coyotes taking on the Senators. 7:30 Ottawa. Arizona's -135, totals at 6. Nickel fade of the Coyotes in the early wagering. Arizona open $1.40 down to -135, totals at 6 flat. 72% are leaning Arizona, 58% shaded toward the under. Right now the Senators are plus 115 on the money line. Arizona plus 205, laying the goal and a half. Arizona losers of 8 out of their last 10. They also rank in the bottom 10 in road scoring. They're averaging just 2.5 goals per contest on average. Now, total-wise, no real surprise here. The Coyotes are 6-2-2 to the under in their last 10. Ottawa 4-1 to the under in their last 5 themselves. I like Ottawa in this spot here, catching some plus money at home. Give me the Senators plus $1.15 and the under 6 goals in that contest. Next game, Rangers Wild, 8 o'clock, Minnesota. The Wild open $1.30 up to -135. Total 6 flat. 59% are leaning Minnesota. 54% on the under. Right now the Rangers are +115 on the money line. Minnesota +$1.75 on the puck line. Minnesota very good at home this year. 17-8-4 at home. They also won 4 out of their last 5 games. They rank in the top 10 in shots allowed on their home ice. Meanwhile, the Rangers on the other side, bottom 10 in offensive shots away from home, bottom 10 in shots allowed on the road as well. New York 3-0 to the under in their last 3 games, 6-2-2 to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, the Wild 4-0-1 to the under in their last 5. I'm going to lean Minnesota -135 and the under 6 goals in that contest.